sure I had this dream that, there were insurmountable odds. What I was trying to do was unthinkable. But what I wanted to do was change the world. I wanted God to use my ordinary life. I wanted to place my ordinary life in the hands of an extraordinary God so He could do extraordinary things. There's a verse in the Bible, and I'll paraphrase it, but it says, I count everything but loss compared to the knowledge of the worth of knowing Jesus. And really, it doesn't matter about world records. It doesn't matter about being on TV or being in magazines. At the end of the day, when I put my head on the pillow, it's about knowing God, and it's about making Him known. And if I haven't done that day, then I've lost that day. If I haven't done that over the course of my life, then I've lived a lost life. Another question that I get asked quite often is that, how do you feel about the truck driver? Are you still angry with him? How do you feel about him? And I tell groups all over the country that I've forgiven him. I don't have any bitterness or resentment or anger or frustration. And it kind of puzzles the audience because they're like, this person took your legs. But, I can't live a life of that kind of resentment or that kind of bitterness, that kind of hatred, or we're all, we've all sinned. We've all missed the mark. We've all failed. We've all wronged people, whether intentionally or by accident. We've all hurt people. I know I've hurt people. And I want to be forgiven. And the only way that I know to experience true forgiveness and walk in a life that you don't have guilt and pain and regret of broken relationships is that through Jesus and His forgiveness of me for my transgressions against Him, for causing Him pain and causing His death, I've been forgiven. So why wouldn't I forgive the truck driver when I've been forgiven so much more? I'm only one person, and I just took my gifts that God gave me and I just placed them in His hands. There's 6 billion people on the planet. No one is alike. If we place the gifts and the resources that God's put into our lives, if we place them in His hands, then we can start as small as in our families, in our communities, in our cities, in our states, in our country. That's the way that people can individually change the world. It starts at home.